If you're a guy and you're dating in Chengdu, you're in high demand. Didn't Hangzhou recently hold a matchmaking event? The scene was so lively, with gongs and drums and firecrackers going off. At first glance, it looks like a sea of people, but upon closer inspection, they're all women. There are hardly any men. Many people think that the male population exceeds the female population by about 30 million, right? So, women should be rarer. But the reality is, in the matchmaking market, men are more sought after. Do you know what causes this phenomenon? It's not just because these girls are too excellent. I am 38 years old this year, talking about my education. I am a quality, older, single woman. I originally thought that in a place like Hangzhou, I could find an equally excellent, older, single man. But it wasn't until I turned 38 that I realized. Those older single men I thought were excellent too, wouldn't even glance at me. Now, the ones chasing me are just some rural bachelors. In other words, if I want to get married, I can only marry into a rural area to live. In China's first-tier cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, there is a large number of older single women. They are single for various reasons, even after the age of 27. They are then labeled as sacred women by society. The number of men who meet the criteria for these sacred women is limited, causing a serious supply-demand imbalance. This exacerbates the sacred woman phenomenon. Some older single women face expectations and pressure from family and society, making them anxious about marriage. Some older single women are so disappointed, they simply give up on finding a partner. Others choose to study abroad. According to statistics, the number of males in China exceeds that of females by 32.37 million. Take Shanghai as an example. The population of this bustling metropolis has long exceeded 24 million. Among them, there are as many as 900,000 older single women. Netizen Yaya is almost 35 years old. When she was sick, she lamented, "A woman should still find a partner." With the Chinese economy declining and job opportunities scarce, many people, after obtaining a bachelor's degree, have to continue their education for a master's degree. After finishing their master's, they pursue a doctorate. By the time a female doctoral student graduates, she is already 28 years old. She then becomes an older single woman. At this time, they only then realized that their peers had already gotten married. Some even had children. They had already missed the best time to get married. Let's listen to the story of a female PhD next. She is 39 years old this year. She is a PhD, an unmarried and childless local from Fuzhou. Having studied abroad like me, she has unwittingly turned herself into an older, saintly woman. I was really not in a hurry before. I thought I had the qualifications. After all, I earned my PhD through my own efforts. In our town, I am considered one of the distinguished ones. Within a radius of several dozen miles, everyone knows which family in the town produced a PhD. Everyone envies me. They all think I am outstanding. So the boys in the village and town, they don't dare to approach me. They probably think they are not good enough for me. I also made my way from the countryside to a big city. To marry an uncultured, rough man, I certainly would not be willing. Nor would I want to spend my life in the countryside. It's fine to go back for a wedding occasionally, but, I still prefer to stay in the big city. He said that in his youth, he also wanted to find an outstanding man. He set the standards very high, but now he is 39 years old, still single. He regrets missing out on many excellent men when he was younger. He wanted to find the perfect good man, but good men are really rare, especially at my age. They are almost extinct. Good men have all been chosen by others. Those who haven't married now are basically left with the undesirable ones. Now, I really regret it. Why did I refuse so many? Still quite excellent men when I was young, and now I'm even having to chat with a man I don't look up to. I admit, I was quite proud. You, God, no. but I haven't said yet, just settle with any man. Then I might really be so hungry at the airport that I got angry. That's why I said just choose any guy. Why are all the holy women of Daling concentrated in big cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen? Female netizen Athena believes, because when they reach 30 years old, men are forced out of big cities by high housing prices. They go back to their hometowns. I come from the countryside. I struggled in Shanghai for 7 or 8 years. Before that, I had a job that paid 300,000 for women. Let me tell you from my own experience. Because when they reach around 30 years old, men are forced out by high housing prices. Because they go back to their hometowns. He also cares that his parents will prepare a house for him. But, for girls, no matter how much they push you now, you can't easily choose to leave. Because your situation will only get worse if you leave. Especially when your original family isn't good. The matchmaker will only follow up on your original family to introduce someone to you. It's like the glamorous resume you have from striving in a big city. These shiny achievements are worthless to her. There are many reasons why women are single. Some people invest too much energy in their careers. They feel that being single is very freeing. The netizen below is in this situation. They have a go-with-the-flow attitude towards relationships. Me and my friends around me. The reason we don't date, part of it is because we are all very busy now. In our minds, career is the top priority. Romance is relatively lower in rank. Our work schedules are not stable. We have to fly all over. I feel exhausted every day after work. Really tired. I don't want to have to cater to another person. Another person imposes a lot of restrictions on you. You feel that work has already tired me out so much. And then relationships can still make me unhappy. Some women are single because they have very high standards, overly pursuing a perfect marriage and material life, to the extent of being overly picky. They are eager to get married, but they seem not to realize that their standards for a partner are too high. I am 38 years old this year, Daejeon's top-notch holy maiden. It's been about 4 to 5 years since I graduated. And now I'm still single. I now feel that finding a partner is really difficult for me. To be honest, look at me. My own requirements are not high at all. But why can't I find anyone? I am 168 cm tall. It's not too much to ask for someone who is 175 cm tall, right? I graduated with a master's degree. It's not too much to ask for someone with a bachelor's degree or above, right? I have a car and a house. It's not too much to ask for someone who has a car and a house, right? My monthly salary is over 10,000. It's not too much to ask for someone with a monthly salary of over 10,000, right? But I found out that such men are really rare. They simply don't exist in real life. As I get older, I become very anxious. To be honest, a netizen left a comment saying, if the man is 175 cm tall, has a house and a car, and earns over 10,000 a month, why would he choose a 38-year-old like you? He might choose a girl in her 20s. Girls in their 20s don't have fertility issues. Sometimes when someone takes you to a matchmaking session, you may encounter unexpected situations, and you can only flee in panic. Oh my gosh. The first time I went on a blind date, we met in a park, and it was such a hot day. You're going to die soon. You're so beautiful. Why are you still single? My social circle is quite small, and I'm quite narrow-minded, so I don't meet many boys. What type of girl do you like? I like straightforward, blunt girls. You can't waste time on a case. Understand to cherish your life. How to say it? An income of 500,000 can feel like 1 million. Girls these days are too materialistic. I'm more cautious with $9. I rarely spend money on girls. But after marriage, I'll give money and gifts to my wife. So, do you rarely celebrate Valentine's Day? I've never celebrated Valentine's Day. Those are just tricks by merchants. It's all capital trying to scam our money. We've been chatting for over 20 minutes. It's too hot today. Let's go buy some water to drink. He's thirsty. Just hold on a bit longer. I was just about to buy water. Check the price. $10. It's only $2 outside. My goodness. No way. I'm about to cry. Currently, there are 34 million more men than women in China. Although this number benefits women, it does not mean they will easily find their ideal partner. Let's take a look together at the dating experiences of netizen Xuan Xuangjuan. I am 35 years old this year, seen as a leftover woman by others. Whether I get married or not really doesn't matter to me. It's just that my parents see me getting older and are anxious to arrange blind dates for me everywhere. I've been set up on quite a few blind dates. It feels like anyone can look down on me. Let me tell you about 4 typical cases. It's really a mixture of tears and mucus. The first oddball was an extreme Phoenix man, a local government employee. The first time we met, he asked me, "How much is your monthly salary?" I told him I work at a public institution. After deducting about 5 cents per caddy, it's around 2,800. His next words made my jaw drop. He said he grew up in the countryside. His parents sent him to school. They have already spent all their savings. They can't provide any betrothal gifts. If we were to get married, the down payment for the marital home should come from my family. The house should be in both our names. We should pay the mortgage together. After we get married, I will give him 2,000 yuan every month, because he has a younger brother in college at home. This 2,000 yuan will be used for his brother's living expenses. If in the future the elders in our family have any illness that requires money, I also hope my parents can contribute some money to help. My goodness. Is this me getting married or me marrying a man? I made up an excuse and left directly. The second one. At first, he seemed quite normal. He was quite handsome too. But the first thing he said was, "You're already 35. Why aren't you married yet?" I was really speechless after hearing that. If I were married, why would I be here on a blind date? Besides, isn't he 37 years old too? A few days later, he asked me out to dinner. After dinner, he told me not to go back. I refused. Then he sent me a text saying, "Let's break up." I asked him why. He said there was no reason. He just didn't like me anymore. That was it. He also sent a message saying, "No wonder you're 35 and still can't get married." It really made me furious. There are all kinds of weird people in this world. The third one is the son of my dad's colleague. They say his family is well off. We chatted for a bit after meeting. He asked me how tall I am. I said I am 1.65 meters. He said that's too short. Then he asked me how much I weighed. I said 105. He said we were not compatible. He wanted to find someone over 1.7 meters tall. A girlfriend weighing around 90 pounds. I laughed at that moment. He looked like he was less than 1.655 meters tall. His weight was probably 170. What qualifications did he have to demand from me? The fourth man forgot his wallet on our first date. I said it was no problem. I'll pay. He said that's fine. Then he said, "Could we get another dish pack to go?" He wouldn't have to cook for the whole day tomorrow. 1,000 alpacas raced through my mind. I hope all the girls understand. Don't search for a man in the trash just because you're older, because an excellent woman is worth waiting for. I firmly believe that a low-quality marriage is not as good as high-quality single life. As age increases, many older women, after passing the marriage age, simply don't want to get married anymore. What year is it? 86. Why aren't you all getting married? Once you pass this age, you don't want to anymore. It's like the blind date market. We've all looked into it. For men of the same age or even slightly older men, he will choose someone younger. Once at Jinshan, we had a meeting of thought. I brought some clients. Then there was another salesperson who also brought a few clients. These people were matchmakers. They always wanted to introduce us to someone. In the end, he said, "You two come this year." We both said 86. The matchmakers opposite were eating over there. Colleague. Just that colleague's expression. Then he started thinking, "Yeah, I seem to have an appointment that day. A 40-year-old doctor and his second marriage. I can introduce him to you. He is trying his best to think of a solution. What kind of customer was actually hurt? You can give me an estimate." This has become a difficult thing. Later on, it's better not to bother anymore. Invested in this matter. There might not be a good return. I might as well invest in my career. There's a high probability of getting a good return. Girls from Daling have all received higher education, facing the pressure of marriage. The Chinese economy is in a dire state. Unemployment rates remain high. Many of them are now studying abroad. The Mainland Tiger Show website in May of year 7 published an article about the story of 3 Daling girls studying abroad. One of the girls, named Rachel, worked in a major Chinese internet company for 2 years. She experienced the dissolution of 2 departments. The business was constantly adjusted on a monthly basis. Overtime work and staying up late were the norm. Later, she resigned from her position at the major company. She went abroad to study with 500,000 RMB. That was all her savings from work. She came to the United States, became a graduate student in the Department of Quantitative Equations and Analysis at a university, escaping China. Perhaps it is a relatively good choice for Daling girls? Alright. That's all for today's chat. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Thank you for your support. See you in the next episode. Yuan.